Well, I've already got the Board of Adjustments done with the solar farm coming up. We figured we need
Okay, good.
to get them. So I've got theirs done.
Okay.
Okay, it shows we are live on YouTube. So Wayne, when you show 1:30, we are ready to rock.
We're getting pretty close, looks like. I have 1:30, so I'd like to call the meeting to order, please. If you will cue the flag, we will say the pledge to our flag.
There we go.
I pledge allegiance
Can't
to the
stand.
flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, if no one has any comments, changes, or corrections to the minutes, they will stand as emailed to us. And I guess conditional preliminary approval updates. Mr. Cannon, do we have any?
Just that Tiana Estates that's been sitting out there forever.
All right. I guess moving on to the ordinance amendment. Do I have a motion?
I move to remove from the table the proposed text amendment, which is advertised for and held a public hearing on March 24th, 2021.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Call roll, please.
Commissioner Rankin,
Aye.
Commissioner Young,
Aye.
and Chair Lake. Okay, we had our public hearing last month on this and no one spoke in favor of or against the proposal. You all did have some concerns, mainly what if somebody wanted to set up at a private event or at their house for a party, something like that. So we have gone back in and made those changes. You can now, if it's a private event, not open to the general public, now, something like a festival that's ticketed, that would count as a private event. A food truck can set up in any zone for up to 72 hours. So that addresses that situation. So.
All right, do I have a motion?
I move to approve the proposed section 150.041 of the McCracken County zoning ordinance and recommend that the McCracken County Fiscal Court adopt these changes.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Call roll, please, Mr. Cannon.
Commissioner Rankin?
Aye.
Commissioner Young?
Aye.
And Chair Elliott?
Aye. All right. Do I have a motion about our proposed subdivision of property?
You have to take it.
I move this commission receive and file the application for the proposed subdivision of property filed by Stacy Bolger Johnson, McCracken County, and J. Stephen Shaw, Robert L. Jr., and Mary Cantner, Odessa Springs subdivision, Steve Damuller, Lenore Massey, Bart Rudolph, Billy Laura McDaniel, On-Site Development LLC.
We have a second.
Second.
Call roll, please.
Commissioner Rankin?
Aye.
Commissioner Young?
Aye.
And Chair Elliott?
I think we're, somebody may have, needs to mute because I'm getting a little feedback.
It's Mike.
Mr. Gardner, you're gonna have to mute. We're getting too much feedback.
No, I think it's probably our air conditioner just kicked on. And I'm right next to it.
Yeah.
All right.
If we keep getting feedback, I can hit the mute on him. So
All right.
he
All right.
he can consider himself warned.
All right. Do we have presentation of plant by owner and consultant, starting with the Johnson?
Okay, so this is one from Clay. Ms. Johnson is got a large farm out in Reedland, and she is giving some property to her sister. That's what you see on the north, where the property line is being moved to go around the lake. She is creating one track there for her son, and then she's keeping track of that, which will be track 1B, and then she's keeping track 1A for herself. This plat's been reviewed, everything's in order and acceptable. We recommend it be approved.
Well, if no questions or comment, we'll move on to McCracken County and the Shaw.
Okay, this one is quite busy. This is for the Greenway Sports Complex, so the ball field project. The only thing we are dealing with is, if you can see where my cursor is, this top corner right here. That is 2 parcels of land that made up Bluegrass Downs. We are abolishing that property line in between. This has already gone through the city's planning commission for everything below, and it's been approved. So we just need to approve abolishing this so that all this is consolidated into one track and that project can move forward. We've reviewed it. Everything's in order and acceptable. We recommend it be approved.
All right, no questions or comments. We'll move on to Cantor.
Okay, this here, they're cutting out a 3-acre tract to surround their house out there on Lovelessville Foreign Station. There's going to be roughly 13 acres remaining surrounding this 3-acre tract. This has been reviewed. Everything is in order and acceptable. We recommend it be approved.
All right. Odessa Springs subdivision.
Okay, here on the Odessa Springs, you've got revised lot 4. That property, the north property line, is being moved approximately 10 feet to give them a little more space. That's all that's going on this one. This has been reviewed. Everything's in order and acceptable. Recommend it be approved.
All right, Dan Mueller.
Okay, this is out in Hendron on Rosewood. There are 2 rather deep parcels. They are going to abolish the center property line in the back, create a new property line to create a roughly 2-acre tract in the front of the one parcel. This has been reviewed. Everything's in order, acceptable. We recommend it be approved.
All right, moving on to Massey.
Okay, here on Massey, you've got what is labeled new parcel A that is being adjoined to the Robert and Lenora Massey property over here. And that's coming. So we're abolishing this interior lot line and establishing these. So this has been reviewed. Everything's in order and acceptable. We recommend it be approved.
All right, moving on to Rudolph and McDaniel.
Okay, on this one, there is a small parcel up here in the front along the road. They are cutting that out to create roughly a 1.3 acre parcel and leaving the rest of the farm intact. So this has been reviewed. Everything's in order and acceptable. We recommend it be approved.
On-site development.
Okay. Now, this one looks slightly different than what you all saw earlier. The acreage portion remains the same, but I got a call yesterday. The developers on this, the building they're wanting to put on it, they were having issues. And so they found that they're going to have to run the property line between track 2 and track 2A on a slight diagonal. It had been perfectly straight. Track 2A on what you all were emailed showed a 5-acre tract. It still shows a 5-acre tract. So the only thing is the orientation on that north property line. This has been reviewed. Everything's in order and acceptable. And we recommend it be approved.
All right. Do I have a motion?
I move the request approval be given.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Call roll. Any discussion? Call roll, please.
Commissioner Rankin,
Aye.
Commissioner Young,
Aye.
and Chair Elliott.
Aye. All right, moving on to Matthew 537 Property LLC. Sightworth, would you like to present the final subdivision plan? Who's here, Jason, Mike, or?
I'm here.
All right. Do you have a presentation for us?
What we're doing, this was originally subdivided several years ago, and it was done by the city of Lone Oak. Now, the city of Lone Oak did not have any planning commission at the time, so there weren't any regulations for them to go by. So now that the city of Lone Oak has been abandoned, and this now falls under the jurisdiction of the county, we are bringing this back as a different development, same lot, because it has already a foundation there, and as you see, 3 existing townhomes, and we have matched that up to agree with the streets that are there. These streets will not be dedicated to the county. They will be private, and they will be privately maintained, as well as kept up by either the new owner or the owners that will be purchasing the lots inside this subdivision. More than likely, they'll have some type of homeowners association that will take care of these, but we've got a big note on there, Wright Avenue and Echo Lane note. That note just clears the county from any maintenance or for any problems like snow removal or anything like that. The county will not have any say in these particular. They will be a public street, but not a. It's going to be a private road, but the county does not have any say in it whatsoever, unless they happen to be built at a later date to the county spec.
All right, Mr. Cannon, do you have a staff report prepared?
Yes, the required notice public hearing was held on March 24th. This subdivision originally began construction under the city of Lone Oak, but was not completed until after Lone Oak dissolved. Therefore, there's never been any formal approval of this subdivision by either the city of Lone Oak or McCracken County. The subdivision is in existence and the roads have been in use. Subdivision regulation 190.046L1 states that there shall be no private streets platted within a subdivision except as stated in 190.033B. 190.033B covers group housing, planned unit developments, office and business complex developments. And these do not apply in this case since the subdivision has already been developed. Because the roads have been built and in use, but not built to county standards, it's staff's recommendation they be approved as privately maintained public road as noted on the plat. The city of Lone Oak did not have any setback requirements, and as such, the townhouses currently located in the subdivision only have a 15-foot front yard setback. Zoning ordinance 150.033B allows a reduction in front yard setbacks to the average depth of existing front yards. It's the staff's recommendation this subdivision plat be approved as presented and approved through the preliminary last month.
Any questions or comments? And if not, do I have a motion?
I move to approve the final subdivision plan for Matthew 537 Property LLC Incorporated. The Richland Place subdivision located on Wright Avenue and Echo Lane off of Illinois Street.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Call roll, Mr. Cannon, please.
Commissioner Rankin,
Aye.
Commissioner Young,
Aye.
and Chair Elliott.
All right, I guess we're on to the bill section. Do I have a motion about that?
Up on the screen. I can't pull it up on mine for some reason. I'm having problems today.
Okay.
I'll just tell me what it says.
The bill for Brumley, Riley, and Stewart was $1,044.35.
Motion is to accept that bill and submit it for approval.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Call roll, please.
Commissioner Rankin,
Aye.
Commissioner Young,
Aye.
and Chair Elliott.
Aye. I do not know of any reason for executive session. So if I guess we have a motion to, is there any public comment? Hearing none, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
We have a second.
Second.
Call roll, please.
Meeting today.
Commissioner Rankin,
Aye.
Commissioner Young,
Aye.
and Chair Elliott.
Aye. Well, now we do know who the two holdups are now. This
Exactly.
is obvious now.
It's not us three.
Who's the drag in the system?
You know, I never wanted to say anything, but you're right. We so
Till next time.
you all have a good day. I hope to get in sometime in the next 2 weeks, get with you to see about setting up a training time.
Okay.
I get it put together. I will send the training to you so you can see if you can get credit for it. That way, if you want to attend, you can. If you don't, you don't have to.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Okay. You all have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.